Hi everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to fold an Origami Peacock. It takes around 40 minutes to fold. You'll need a square sheet of paper that you can either cut out from regular print paper or you can buy some coloured paper which is easier to fold with. I'll leave a link for the paper in the description. Enough talking, let's start. So first you're going to fold the paper in the diagonal. So you're going to fold one corner to the opposite one, like this, and then you're going to flatten on the line. And it's quite important to flatten the paper well, particularly in the beginning. You really need to mark the folds correctly because they're going to be important references. Now unfold. And now we're going to do the same thing in the other diagonal. So you're going to take one corner to the other and the other ones now and flatten again. Now unfold. And now we're going to fold this edge to this one. So the upper edge to the lower edge. So really try to be precise and accurate in all folds really, but particularly in the beginning. So you're just going to mark on both sides, you're not going to fold the entire way. And now we're going to do the same thing in the other direction. And once again, so you just take one edge and match it up on the opposite one. And you're going to mark the folds on the top and the bottom, not all the way, and unfold. Now we're going to do the same type of fold, but we're just going to go up to the middle this time. So both the top and the bottom corner, you're going to align them with the folds we just made. And once again, just fold on the top and on the bottom and unfold. Now we're going to do the same thing horizontally. So I'm showing you here with my fingers. So fold on the left side and on the right side, but not all the way once again. And unfold. Now we're going to fold the top edge to the fold we just made, but this time we're going to fold all the way long, not just on the right and on the left. We're going to go straight from the middle and to the left and the right, like I'm doing now. So mark the fold well and unfold. Now we're going to do the same thing on the left side, so you're going to fold the left edge up to the marks we just made. The references are on the top and the bottom because we didn't fold all the way long, but this time you're going to fold all the way again and unfold. Now you're going to fold the tip, or the corner rather, and you're going to align it, I don't know if you've seen, but to these two marks. And if you fold it, and you really need to put the tip and align it on the diagonal line, and you're going to see it will all make sense when you're folding it, but every line really just needs to match the one beneath it. Now we're going to do a mountain fold on the diagonal line. So this is a mountain fold. You can see it looks a bit like a mountain with the peak. And the opposite of the mountain fold is a valley fold, which is what we've been doing from the beginning, apart from that last fold, which was a mountain fold. And now we're going to fold the point, not the tip at the top, but the point I marked with my finger, and you're going to align the upper line and with the reference line underneath it, and unfold. And now you're going to open up on the reference line we just used and flatten on the crease we just made. So this one, that's a valley fold, and we're going to do another valley fold on the other one, just like this. So once again, really try to be precise and accurate in these steps. And now you're going to put the tip to the right, flatten it, and now we're going to fold the left edge to the middle, and we're going to unfold it. Or not now, we're first going to do the right edge to the middle, and then we'll unfold both of them. So with this one, it isn't easy to be very precise, but really try and fold it very accurately. And now we're going to close that layer. And we're going to fold this point to the intersection between the vertical line and the one that runs down diagonally. Then unfold. And now, the intersection between the vertical and the horizontal line here, you're going to fold from that point, and you're going to align both edges here, this one and that one. And that will make a diagonal line. So fold all the way and unfold. And now we're going to fold from this point, and we're going to align the left edges together. So you'll align the left edge we folded down with the one below and make a horizontal crease. Now unfold, and we're going to fold this edge, well, this line to the one below. And once again, you really need to try and align the edges together. Now we're going to fold this edge and align it with this crease. And we're only going to flatten on the right side of the line, just like I did there. You can see I only marked the crease on the right part. And now we're going to align, so you can see the diagonal line with the other one, but only on the top part. It's just a reference. We're just following many references here and preparing the model for the big collapsing. Now we're going to fold the edge to the vertical line. We're going to do here the same fold, so we're going to fold this edge to that line, and we're only going to fold the right part, just like I'm doing here. And now we're going to fold this. Well, this one's harder, it's the same one, but because it's not on the edge, it's harder to do, so look closely what the references that I'm taking are. and unfold. And now we're going to do the same thing just above it here where I'm running my finger. So here you're going to go to a line where you're going to fold from one point to the other, so from the intersection to the point, from that point to the intersection above my thumb. And now we've done most of the references, so we're going to start the collapsing. So you're going to put your hand inside the model and you're going to do a mountain fold here. So there, the mountain fold, and we're going to make it run on the opposite crease. We're going to make it run all the way from one edge to the other. Now we're going to do a valley fold on the crease above it, and we're going to sink it underneath. Now we'll flatten everything. If you've had trouble with this one, just go back and maybe play it in half speed. Might be easier to fold. So now you're just going to fold the tip down, and now you're going to fold all that layer down. And that's quite a hard fold, it's a squash fold. So you're going to pull everything apart like I'm doing with my thumbs, and at the same time you're going to press on the triangle to squash it. So once you've done that, we're going to close the layer and shut it back. And now we're going to open it up again, and we're going to do a similar fold. So it's another squash fold on this line and this one. So look how I do it. You need to put your hand inside once again and then flatten everything. It should just go on the right lines by itself, given we've already made the references. And now you're going to do another mountain fold here, so you're going to pinch the horizontal line there like I'm doing. And there are two new diagonal ones that are going to shape, and just press them down and flatten everything like this. So now we just need to flatten the layer that's hanging upward. And once again we're going to open it up and do a squash fold on the lines. So here I'm just going to press my fingers down on the paper to squash it, but just on the right part. The left part we're leaving it alone for the moment. And now that's the last hard fold of this sequence. So you're going to press everything together. It might just be clearer having a close look at what I'm doing with my hands. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out the new tutorials on origami animals. And by the way, this origami is available in the book called Origami Moments by Ming Wai-Ming. I'll link it in the description if you want to fold other models from this origami. So here I've just squashed the paper down and everything's flat again. And if you buy the book, you'll also have the diagram, so it'll be easier to fold this model. And now you're going to fold the upper tip downwards to the middle line, like I just did, and we're going to do the same fold as we did earlier on. So open up everything and pull apart the top and bottom parts and just squash the left piece of paper to make it become a triangle. Once you've done that, we're going to pull the layer back up and close it, and now we're going to do the same thing on the bottom part. So we're going to fold the tip to the middle line, then unfold it and open up everything, and now we're going to flatten the triangle once again. So now we're going to bring that right part down, or bring the right part left rather. And now we're going to do quite a weird fold. So first we're doing a quick reference here, folding the right tip down to the left. Now we're going to pinch both sides and pull them apart. I don't know if that made sense, but try and do it on your paper and it should just come into place like it did with mine. And now you're going to just flatten everything. So now you can see I'm squashing it all with my hands. So once we've done that, we're just going to close everything up. So the layer, we're going to take the layer that was underneath and put it up, and now the triangle will go down. So now we've got a perfectly symmetrical model for the moment. So now we're going to fold that point up to this one, to the intersection up there, and we're going to align the top edge here with the line. So look here, the top edge, you're going to align it with a line that runs across the model. And once you've done that, you're going to unfold it. And now we're going to fold the crease we just made up to the same line. And that will make a crease that runs from the top left of the model up to the bottom, down to the bottom right. Then we'll unfold, and we'll fold this tip up to the point here, where the line comes to the end of the paper. Right here. And now careful when you fold that down, because there's 2 layers of paper. It didn't happen to me, but sometimes at the top you can have a bit of a problem, so bear that in mind. Now we're going to turn the paper over and fold the same reference fold. So you're going to fold the tip up to the left here, and flatten and unfold. And now we're going to fold the new crease up to the line here that runs from the right to the left. Now unfold. Now we're going to open up the left part, and we're going to do 2 mountain folds. So just there, we're going to just pop the paper inside the model. So here, 1 mountain fold there, and the other one on the right side. And we're going to close everything up. Now I'll turn it back to the side I started on. So now we have quite a complex fold coming up. So we're basically all the lower part here, we're going to pop it up. we're just doing a quick reference fold before that. So we're aligning the upper edge with the line there. So we're not going all the way, we're just going where it gets really hard to fold, and that will make it exactly go where we want. And now we're going to pop that part of paper upwards. So keep your middle finger there and press on your middle finger while bringing everything, reversing it upwards. So if you buy the same paper as me, that should not cause too many problems, because we already have the references and the paper naturally wants to go on the references. However, if you have regular print paper, it might be a bit harder. So that's why it's usually better to have a special origami paper. Now turn the model over, and we're going to fold on the same crease we made just before popping the paper up. We're just marking the crease again. Making it a bit more distinguished and a bit deeper. And now we're going to do a closed sink on the crease we just made. So you're just going to push on that point while keeping everything close, hence the word closed sink. So we're sinking everything downwards. We're doing a mountain fold there on the creases up to the edge of the paper. And now I'm turning it upside down because there's a quick fold to make down, just like this. You put both sides apart, and now you can just flatten everything. And that's it. Now you've just finished probably the hardest fold of the model, in my opinion. And now you're going to fold everything back up on the crease that goes across from the upper left to the bottom right. We're going to turn the paper over and match the same fold. So here I'm just folding it exactly in the same place because everything is symmetrical. And now we're going to fold everything down on the crease, on the horizontal crease there. So fold the tip down like this on the horizontal crease. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Oh no, we'll do it later. First we'll start doing the wings. They're quite little wings, but they're still here. So you do the fold I've just shown you. So now we're doing it. Just folding the paper downwards, folding the right edge to the top edge, like shown. We're going to flip the model over again. And now we're going to align this edge and to the horizontal one. And once we've done that, look closely, we're going to pull out the paper here and just pop it back on top. We're going to do a mountain fold there, where I've just passed my finger, and flatten everything. Now we're going to fold that part up to the left, just like this. And now we're going to fold the tip down on the right side, And here we're going to fold the left bit to the right, just like this. And now we're going to take everything back to the right. So that's the first wing. And now we're going to fold another wing on the other side of the paper. So we're going to align both edges here. Now we're going to pull the paper out and pop it back on top. Now we're going to pull it over to the right. Because we've flipped the paper, every side is reversed. When I said left, on the other side, now I'm saying right. So now we're pulling back the left layer down. And now the right part goes to the left. And we're pulling back the wing down to the left. Now we're going to take that point and bring it to the right. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And now we're going to open up this. So this will be the head. And we're going to do a squash fold again while aligning the middle line with the edge. So you might get a bit into trouble with this sequence. So now we're just folding the tip to the left. So with this sequence I was saying that you might have a few problems if you've taken some regular print paper, because usually it's a bit smaller than the paper I use. And you might have to fold very small details, so it might get a bit tricky here. But if you don't manage, just don't worry. You can just skip ahead a bit, and you'll find a way to fold the head correctly. You'll just have a little bit more detail on the feathers from the head. So now we're folding the point here up to the line, just there, to the bottom line. Now unfold, and we're going to fold the same tip, but this time we're going to bring it down to a different line. So we're going to bring it up to the middle one this time, or the one between the bottom one and the middle one. Now we're going to do the same thing on the bottom, so we're going to bring the bottom tip to the third line if you're counting from up to down. So you can see one at the top, the second one just underneath, and we're going to fold it to the third one. And now there isn't really any clear reference here, but you're just going to fold between the middle line and the line that lies just above it. And we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. So folding from the middle line to the line that's just underneath it. Now we're going to fold the two bottom and upper parts down. So look, it won't be really hard folds, but it's quite small, as you can see. So that's still right, so just folding the tip down from the right. So here, that's where you'll get a bit less detail if you have some print paper. And now we're going to do the same thing on the bottom side. Now you're going to fold the right tip inside the model. So here you can see there's one line up, and you're going to fold from the second upper line to the second bottom line. So these, and when these lines intersect with the edge, that's where you're going to fold the tip inside. So now we're starting the details. So you're going to open up everything and fold it down. You're going to sink it in the model and then back out again. And we're going to repeat that twice on each side. So we've synced it in, and then we're just sinking it out on the next line. Now we're going to do that one more time on the upper side. So we're opening it up again, we're sinking it down, and now back up again. And now we're going to do the same thing on the bottom part. So we're sinking the closest line to the middle in. So do a mountain fold there and here. So sinking it in and back out again. Now we're going to flatten it, and now we're going to repeat that one last time. So we'll open it up again, and we're going to sink the paper in while folding mountain folds, and then I'm just fiddling with a last mountain fold and back out again. Oh, here actually for me the top part there came undone, so I had to do it again. So now I'm just sinking it out again, the last part. So it might happen that it pops out, but because you've done it already, the creases will be there and it will just come back in position naturally. So that's not a big issue at all. So now we've done every hard part is now done, so not much challenge left. So we're just going to open up the layer here and flatten like we did before. Just squash the triangle down, but this time it's much smaller. This is the difficulty. Now fold it back up again and close the layer, and we'll do the same thing on the bottom side. So now we're going to open up everything to the left, and we're going to fold on the creases we made before. So we're doing what's called a petal fold. Now we're going to fold both sides. We're making it symmetrical again, so we're folding them back on the right and the left. Now I'm going to zoom out a bit. So now we're going to fold that tip down. So this piece of paper will be the leg. So just fold it down, and now take the first layer of paper and pull it out to the left and flatten. So now we're going to fold the left edge to the middle line. And we really need to mark that fold well, because now we're opening it up and doing what's called an inside reverse fold. Now we're going to take that layer of paper and pop it in a pocket there to make sure the leg doesn't move and stays correctly in place. So once we've done that, we'll flatten it quite a bit just to make sure it stays in and doesn't just get knocked out of the pocket. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And what's quite useful there is you can just align everything to make it match the other side, and it will just be perfectly in the right place and nice and symmetrical. So now we're going to once again take the first layer of paper and pull it out to the right. Now we're going to fold the right edge to the middle line. And now we're going to pop the piece of paper inside the pocket. And now we've aligned everything and it's nice and symmetrical. And the legs are nicely locked in so they won't move. Or the legs will be able to move but not fall apart. And now we're going to do a valley fold here, just to make the neck a bit thinner, a bit more peacock-like, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And now we're going to do a quick reference. So we're just going to fold the entire head up. So that's just a reference. Then we're going to do a reverse fold on both sides, because here if I just leave it, it'll go back into place. So we're going to make a nice symmetrical fold to make everything hold together. So now we're going to do another one, just a bit closer. The reference is not that important, you just need to make one quite big far to the right and another one closer to the edge, and a smaller one. So now we're doing an outside reverse fold to lock everything in place. So I did that quite quickly actually, so if you didn't quite follow me, just go back a bit and play the video again in maybe a half speed or 3/4 speed or whatever. Now we're going to fold on the other reference. We're going to fold the rest of the head back to the left. We're going to pull it back out. So I'm having a bit of trouble here because the paper's not being completely smooth. So now I've sorted this out. And if you have any issues like this, just pause the video and just sort it out and come back when you've finished it. So now you can see on the left side we'll have the beak, and here I'm going to shape the right side, which will be the nice feathers on the right side that add a bit of beauty to the peacock. So now I'm opening them up. Just to make a nice shape there. Now I'm going to open it up a bit more. So now we're going to sort out the beak. So we're going to fold it in and back out straight away. So once again, I did go a bit quick there, but just fold it into the left, to the right, sorry, and then back out to the left. And that makes quite a clean head and beak. So that makes the beak thinner. So now that we've sorted out the head, we're going to start doing the tail, because that's quite an important part in a peacock, arguably the most important actually. So we're folding this part down and aligning it with the edge. Now we're going to fold the other layer back up. And we're going to do the same thing on the right side, and we're going to fold both of them together, and that meets at the middle, so you're just going to pinch the paper in the middle and make it go to the right. Now we're going to put it back above. Now we're going to fold. There's no reference for this one, but you're just going to fold everything up. So actually there is a reference on the left side, you're just going to go to the end of the leg. So now once we've done that, we'll fold it back, and I like to align both edges. That's the reference I take, but now we're starting to get a bit into an artistic choice, because you're going to choose where you want the tail to be. So you can change the reference points. You can change the ones I'm using. So now I'm folding the paper down. I'm just repeating the same steps on the other side. And then the right layer and the left layer, you're going to fold them together and pinch the middle part, make it go to the left, and pop the paper back up again. Now we're going to align again. Whatever the reference you've taken before might be, you're just going to use the same one on the other side and align here. So you see I'm aligning here with the other side. Now I'm folding it back down. So here I've gone a bit too fast, so it wasn't really accurate. And now you can see there's a piece of paper not flat. There's a bit an excess of paper, so I'm doing a zigzag fold, so folding it up to the right and back to the left, so that the excess gets out of the way. And I'm folding now this part down and the other one down too as well. So now we're coming close to the end, so it's just the final details of the tail coming up now. So you're going to fold this edge up. So from the point on the left to the edge on the right. Now you're going to fold it down again, and we're going to do a reverse fold. So open up, and we're going to do 2 mountain folds and a valley fold in the middle of that. Now fold the layer down. Now we're going to fold it up to make a quick reference. And we're going to do a reverse fold once again. So open it up and push the paper in. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to fold the paper up. From the point to the edge on the left. Now we're going to unfold it, open everything up again, and we're going to do a reverse fold, an inside reverse fold, this one actually. So 2 mountain folds and a valley fold in the middle. And then take the layer down again. Now fold it up. and we're going to open up everything once again and just do a mountain fold there and fold the flap down again. Now we're going to shape everything a bit, so I'm pushing this part of the tail there inside and up, and we're going to shape the legs a bit because they just look a bit like two triangles there. So you're just going to pinch the bottom of the legs and leave it like it was at the top, so they look thinner as you go down. And now I'm going to fold the lower part to the side to make a small foot, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side, just folding the leg, leaving it like it was at the top, and then we're doing the foot on the bottom. So now I'm just doing a few little details, and that's it, we're done. You finished folding your origami peacock. If you have a quick second, just don't forget to like the video so that more people find it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.